Okay, so I got an 18 out of 22 on my quiz. This understanding computational thinking quiz. I think I just missed 3 questions with a total of 4 points. So let's go through those. So the first one I missed was right here. Which of the following are not attitudes and approaches commonly associated with computational thinking? So I feel like the wording of this question, which of the following are not, I don't know. They could have been changed a bit to say which are, and then you factor out the ones that are not. I don't know. The wording of that just sort of was confusing to me. But so I didn't. So tinkering that I put was wrong, meaning that tinkering is an attitude approach commonly associated with computational thinking. Yeah, that's correct. And then I also didn't include technological literacy and design thinking. We talked in class how technological literacy is different than computational thinking because it's not always involved in, or technology is not always involved in computational thinking. So that's why this is kind of different. And then design thinking is sort of similar because but not, not exactly. Anyway, so, but then that means that the attitudes that are commonly associated with computational thinking are persevering, creating, collaborating, tinkering, and flexibility, which makes sense as we discussed it because you kind of have a plan or a problem that you tinker with, that you persevere through creating and collaborating and kind of being flexible on what you're working with. So that one makes sense. Then the other ones I got wrong, I think, were like the scenarios. Yeah. So an English professor notices that the color red recurs frequently in a text. This is not decomposition and it's pattern recognition. We talked about how that part of the process is just finding similarities and differences between like parts of the problem and relating those to other problems. So in a text, finding the color red a lot of times is one of those patterns that he's recognizing. So that makes sense. And then down here, a blogger begins her writing process by determining the major categories she wants to address in her post and then tackling those sections one by one. So, that's decomposition because it seems like it's right at the beginning of her process. She's breaking down into manageable parts, categories that she'll address. So parts of her writing or her thinking, and then tackling the sections one by one. I think that the reason I put algorithm design is because of that, tackling the sections one by one. Like you think about her once it's broken down, going about doing it, which seems more like the algorithm design, but it makes sense that it's decomposition because she broke down the problem first, but that's what this is mostly about. And yeah, those are all the ones that I got wrong. There you go.